巴基斯坦。
巴基斯坦是
你 you 好，
你好。
Video about Chinese grammar. So here's a video explaining a few grammar points, how to put together sentences in Chinese and how it might be different to English or whatever other languages you might speak. So Karen, what's our first point?
Okay, so to start off with something very basic, the simple structure of subject, verb, object. So if I were to say, I look at you, Ben, I would say, 我看你. So
now,
我 is the subject,
yeah.
看 is the verb, and object is 你, you.
And so that's actually the same structure as English. I look at you, 我看你. But a different structure to some other language, for example, Japanese and German, where the verb actually comes at the end of the sentence. So in this aspect, this kind of structure where you place verbs in a sentence, it's the same as English. So it makes Chinese reasonably easy to learn in this aspect if you already speak English.
So another example, say I'm playing the piano, you say 我在弹钢琴. So subject 我弹 is to play, 钢琴 piano.
Or 我吃饭, I eat
Rice.
or rice. 我吃饭. Okay, so let's move on to another structure. And when Westerners speak Chinese, they often put time words in the wrong place. So for example, in English, if I was going to say, this morning I went to the bank, I could either say, this morning I went to the bank, or I could say, I went to the bank this morning.
So both way works.
Yeah, both way works, no matter whether you put the time at the beginning or the end. But in Chinese, we always put the time at the beginning, don't we?
Yeah, so in Chinese that would be 今天早上我去银行, which is this morning I went to the bank. Time, subject, verb. Or 我今天早上去银行.
So you can either so you always put the time at the beginning of the sentence, either before or after the subject. So the subject is 我. So 我今天早上去银行 or 今天早上我去银行. But you don't say 我去银行今天早上 because that sounds weird.
And it's wrong.
Yeah, it's using English grammar in Chinese.
I have to say that after I moved overseas and started speaking English a lot more, sometimes I would confuse the Chinese sentence structure. So you do have to keep that in mind.
There is even a little bit of this in Taiwan, actually, where they say, oh, you know,